So I'm going to show you guys how to make steel bars. They're pretty complicated and they use a lot of resources. So the first thing that you're going to need above all else is you have to have iron. And in order to get iron, you need the blacksmith crafting recipe, which requires apprentice craftsman, and main thing is it gives you access to the furnace, and it's what allows you to make the steel reinforcements from the steel, which you can make those at a blacksmith's bench. So we will make a furnace, and then you're gonna have to place your furnace, and normally you would put ironstone in there. You don't have to use coal. You can use wood. You can use branches. You just need fuel source in a furnace. It doesn't have to be coal. So it can be wood, or it can be coal. We'll put coal in there though, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah. So you'd want to have a furnace going to convert your ironstone. I have everything on ×10 speed in case you're wondering why it's going so fast. It normally takes a lot longer to make steel. So. Next, in order to make steel, you'll first you gotta get the iron, but then you can't just have the iron in here to make steel. You do need iron in here, but what you're gonna need is steelfire. Now, in order to get steelfire, you're gonna need two things. Well, you're gonna need a few things actually. So, first thing you're gonna want to get is the tannery, which requires apprentice craftsman, level 10, cost 3 points. So get the tannery, and then I'll just spawn one. So let's see, tannery. I'm not really sure what it's overlapping with. We'll get it figured out hopefully. Okay, that works, whatever. Okay, so in the tannery, you're going to want to put hides in order to get tar. Now, the fastest way to get tar is with normal hides. Thick hides take forever in the tannery. So, yeah, and you can't use wood in the tannery. You can't use coal. You have to use bark, which isn't as bad now. It used to be when the game first was released. You couldn't... you can only get like 1 or 2 bark from, you swing at a tree with pickaxe to get bark, and it used to be that 1 out of like 4 you would get bark, but when that happened you would get like 1 bark even if you had a steel pickaxe. But now it's, if you're using a steel pickaxe, you'll get more bark than that. But yeah, so this is how you make tar. So the other thing you're gonna need is brimstone and a firebowl cauldron. So we'll start with the firebowl cauldron. In order to get the firebowl cauldron, you're gonna have to, let's see, where is it? There it is. Be level 15, uses 4, and you're gonna have to have experienced survivalist unlocked as well. But yeah, so let's see what it uses. Yeah, I'm just gonna spawn one. It uses 50 iron reinforcements. Okay, so you're going to want to take your tar, and there's a few uses for tar. This is probably the primary use of tar in the game. You put in tar, and then you need brimstone and a fuel source. So we can put a fuel source in there. We can throw in 100 wood, for example. But then to get brimstone, there's actually brimstone ore in the game, like in some caves. I'm not really sure where all the locations are. I've seen it in caves, so I know it exists. I'm not sure that maybe somewhere on the map you can mine brimstone with a pickaxe, but honestly the easiest way to get brimstone is hold on, let me grab one of these. Easiest way to get brimstone is by killing rocknoses. So we'll spawn a rocknose, kill the rocknose, and then you take, I don't think you need a pickaxe, you can use anything honestly, but you're gonna want to use steel probably to get the most. You don't normally get 100, by the way. I have it on times 10. Normally you would get 10, I guess, brimstone if with a steel pickaxe when it gives you brimstone. So like right there, I got basically 300, but that means I would have gotten 30 normally because I have it on times 10. So you would have gotten 30 brimstone. We'll just pretend we got 20, but you'll get like, you know, whatever. You get 30 brimstone or 20, 30, maybe it depends on luck. So I guess 20 to 30 or 20 to 40. So yeah, you get brimstone from rock noses. That's the easy way to get brimstone at least. My game's a little locked up, so give it a second here. Ugh. Oh, the RAM issue on this early access. Okay, so yeah, we got some tar in here. Put the brimstone. And then yeah, there you go, steelfire. So yeah, every 1 brimstone and 1 tar. Or let's see, it's 18, 21, 17. Okay, so it uses 1 brimstone, 2 tar in order to make 2 steelfire. So yeah, that's how you make steelfire. And then we're almost done. Now you go to a furnace and you put iron bars and a fuel source in the furnace. It doesn't matter what position they're in. I'm just organizing it as I go. I mean, you can have it like, you know, however you want. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so steel fire and iron bar makes steel. And again, remember, this is on times 10 crafting speed, so it would take 10 times longer per steel bar, but steel bars aren't that bad. So yeah. And then while I'm at it, even though the thing's blowing up on me, so it's going to take a second. If you want to make steel reinforcements, you just need a blacksmith's bench. Give it a second here. Maybe if we'll see if we can find somewhere to put it. I don't want to turn the camera because for whatever reason turning the camera makes the game freeze. So we will just stay facing like this for the time being. So yeah, in order to make steel reinforcements, you would take your steel bars or iron bars for iron reinforcements. You make them both at the blacksmith bench. So, and I don't think, yeah, you don't even need a fuel source. You just throw the bars in there, and then it'll let you make them. So I can make 5 steel reinforcements. Remember, this is times 10 crafting speed. I think it applies to this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it applies to this. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure those take forever. Normally, steel reinforcements take, I don't know, I want to say like 5 minutes. I'm not sure if that's right. Maybe 3 minutes, 8 minutes, 4 minutes. I don't know. You know, it takes multiple minutes to craft a steel reinforcement if you're on 1.0 crafting speed. You know, if it, you know, on a multiplier. And then iron reinforcements are a little bit faster. So maybe iron reinforcements take like 2 minutes, 1 or 2 minutes normally. So yeah. So there you go. That's how you make iron reinforcements. That's how you make steel. The main focus was how to make steel. You gotta have all 3 of these things that are in front of me to make steel. So yeah, so you put in iron into the furnace with a fuel source, makes iron bars. Leave the iron bars in there. You put hide and bark into the tannery, turn it on, it makes tar and leather, but you just need the tar. Put the tar in the firebowl cauldron, and then kill some rock noses and use a pick or a hatchet on them preferably to get brimstone. Put the brimstone and the tar in the firebowl cauldron with a fuel source like wood or coal, and then it'll give you steel fire. You put the steel fire in the furnace with the iron and a fuel source, and then you get steel. So it's actually pretty complicated. Once you know how to do it, then you know, and it's not I mean, it's still a multi-step thing, but it's not complicated once you know how to do it. But it's a pretty complicated thing to just figure out without, you know, someone telling you how to do it. It's awful. It takes a lot of trial and error, putting things in things, trying to figure out what does what. So hope you found this helpful, and now you know how to make steel bars in Conan Exiles.